I want to talk about how to prioritize getting shit done every day. And there's two pieces to it, love and power. The first thing we want to do is talk about how to prioritize from love. So for me in the morning, what it looks like is I meditate, still my mind, and then I start to cultivate the idea of who I am, declaring, speaking, journaling. And from there, in that space of freedom and being connected to what I love, I ask myself the question, what would I love to create today? Pen in hand, journal in hand, and I just write down what comes up. Not the first impulsive thought, not the thing I think I should have to do. No, I get present to the question, what would I love to create? I weigh on that word because it focuses me on my heart. I feel into that aspect of my body, and that feeling becomes creates a gravity, and my thoughts start to emerge from that place. And then when I see something that I would love to create, and it feels right and true, I write it down. Then I ask again, what else would I love to create today? And I write it down, and I do that until either there's nothing left, or I've got just enough stuff written down, like that's enough for today. And then once I've got that list, then what? Is it, we'll just go work on that stuff? Well, yeah, I could, but what's the best priority? Because maybe I'm not gonna finish it all today. Maybe something will come up. Maybe it's gonna take too long. So then what do? Do I work on the biggest thing first or the scariest thing first? People talk about that, like swallow the frog, maybe. Here's how I prioritize the things that I would love to create each day. I prioritize them based on power. Power, emphatic. So what is power? Well, I go back to my undergrad in physics, and I understand power in the sense of a physical system. Power is work divided by time. So what does that mean? Well, work in physics is the change made to a system. That's how you measure work. What difference is made to a system. So then power, thus, is a difference made divided by time. Therefore, if I want to organize and prioritize my tasks based on power, how much power completing them outputs, what's the power output of my action, I want to ask myself about each thing that I've written down that I would love to do, readily born from love, is what difference will finishing this task make? And then once I know what the difference each task will make through finishing them, then I can look at, well, which ones have more work to do than others, work output. And then from there, I can also ask myself, and how much time will it take? And you're not doing numbers and math here, but you're looking at it and you're thinking, what's the impact of this divided by how long it will take me? And that gives me a sense of what the power output of the task is. Case in point, let's give an example. Okay, write an article. Call this person to ask them if they want to buy coaching, right? Two potential things that I could do. Writing an article is pretty high output task for me. I write one piece of content, my manager goes out and publishes on the web, and it reaches lots of people, and it serves people, it creates new connections. It's a pretty good thing, right? Take me maybe half hour, an hour to do a first draft. Call somebody and ask them to buy coaching, 5 minutes. The action there, the output, that's pretty high. Like if they say yes, there's a source of revenue. Or take another thing. Spend an hour researching software for this webinar that I'm doing. That's not gonna, the output of that is pretty small. So we've got high output for the sales call, 5 minutes in time. Equally high output for the article, an hour in time. And the other one, low power, low work and long time. So that one's obviously not it. So obviously in the end, what I'm saying is the sales call, high output, short amount of time, that's the highest power, that's going first. Next is writing the article, high power, a little bit longer amount of time, and the last thing would be the research. I'm prioritizing by the output of power, and I'm generating what I'm going to do by asking myself what I would love. That's the essence here. What would I love gives me a list of actions that are not only going to create what I would love out there in the future, but they're going to be things that I would love to do. That means I get to love my life now and love my life later. And prioritizing by power, prioritizing by output, the output of power, means that I am being the most effective now, and the rest of the day is a decay curve. So it's so much easier to end the day early to just stop working when I know that every moment that goes by is less powerful than the former one. And I'm also becoming more and more aware about how to use my time powerfully, and hopefully every day it's getting more and more powerful even inside that curve of decay. That's it. Prioritize by love and power. What would you love to create today? And what's the power output? Do that first, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And today is the perfect day for you to create who you are. You are loved and you are powerful. And I am loving you simply for your being here. I'll talk to you soon.